Hi friends, I'm Anna Helman and it's time for another tip video. Today I'm going to share a couple of ways to get more use out of the ribbons in your collection. We think about making bows, we think about just laying a flat strip of ribbon on your project. There's a lot of ways to use ribbon, but there's a few that I've never shared before. I'm going to do that in this video, so I hope you'll watch along. Twine and ribbons can add so much to our projects. Here are some recent projects I've created for tutorials, and I use twine and ribbon in different ways on all of them. I have created other tutorials where I share about lots of ways to use ribbon, lots of ways to use twine, how to tie a perfect bow and do it simply. I will link to those videos in the video description below if you want to take a look at them, because there's a lot more that I am not going to be covering here in this video. But here I have a piece of ribbon and a piece of twine. I just wanted to show you a couple of little ways to change them up to get a different look on your projects. So one is pretty simple, and you've probably done this before, maybe not on purpose, but one is to fray the ends. This is something I don't really do a lot, but I do really like the look of frayed ribbon. So it's something that maybe here moving forward, you will be seeing me do more often. And some ribbon frays a lot easier than others. So just catch some of those end pieces, especially if you cut it at an angle. And I'll get my good scissors that still cut ribbon well, the ones that have been taken care of. So if you cut it at an angle and then just pull, you will start to get some of those pieces that should pull out, and you can fray it, okay? Then, so you can get some frayed ends, that's fun. And then another idea is to pull now these loose ends that are hanging out. Grab one or grab a couple of those and start to pull. And here we are going to gather up the ribbon and create a really fun look. Now, depending on what you're creating, this may get a little bit bulky for like a card if you're planning on mailing it, but it's one thing that you can add to your ideas list. So if it's something that you're not going to be mailing, or if it's a thinner ribbon that's just a lot less bulky, this may work really well to be a fun little piece you can add to your projects. So here is one. Here's one. I had done a little bit of fraying on the ends, gathered it up before we started, and I have one more I'll share here in a second after I show you another idea for your twine. This is some linen thread. I use this stuff like crazy, and the idea is to pull the threads apart, the threads that make it up, to pull them apart so that we can use them individually. So when we do this, I really like the look of like a really fine thread, something really detailed on my projects. So this is a way, if you don't have any real fine thread in your project, in your collection, that you can, if you just take some of your twine and pull it apart into separate pieces. So here is one idea for how to use this. I frayed the piece of white ribbon on the ends, just a little short piece of white ribbon, and then I took my 3 threads from my linen thread that I separated, and I put them all together and I tied a bow with all 3 of them at the same time. So I thought it would look nice on this card. I had created this not too long ago for a tutorial on using blending brushes. That was the wrong tool. Using blends, alcohol markers to do lineless coloring. And I'm over here getting a glue dot for my ribbon so that I can attach it to this. But I had created this for that tutorial with the lineless coloring. I created these for that same tutorial. Love how this bunch of grapes turned out. So I'll have links for some of those tutorials in the video description as well. But so here you can see it just adds kind of like a fun little different thing than a normal bow. And there's other ways we can use the thread as well. I love to add messy thread to my projects before I put a piece on top. Just put some adhesive down and wrap some thread back and forth and press it down into that adhesive. This would be perfect for that, and you can use it in other ways as well. You could tie teeny tiny bows if you want. There's so many ways you can use this. So just a quick tip to give you a couple more ideas of how you can use ribbon and twine on your projects. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. Please like and comment below. That helps other crafters find my videos. I hope you have a blessed day, and I hope you'll be back again next time when I'll be here helping you to hand make with love.